Chosen one, what you are about to hear may unsettle you because it touches a truth you have sensed but never fully understood. If these words have reached you, it is not by accident. Something within you is awakening, an authority, a presence, a power that has been dormant far longer than you realize. The world around you has already begun to react to this shift, even if you have not yet recognized its source. Those who observe you, who study ancient patterns and long-hidden knowledge, have suspected what you are only now beginning to feel. You carry a magnitude that does not belong to the time you were born into. You awoke at the wrong moment, long before the world was prepared to understand you, and while others sense the weight of your potential, you stand on the edge of discovering it yourself. Before we go deeper into this message, pause for a moment and do 3 simple things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 30,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. These actions help amplify the reach of this message and align your focus with the shift unfolding within you. Now, if you are truly ready to understand who you are and why you awakened when you did, continue, because what comes next may change everything. The world shifts, subtly, imperceptibly, as if reality itself holds its breath. You, the chosen one, have awoken, not with fanfare or recognition, but with a quiet, almost eerie sensation, as though a hidden power hums beneath your skin. The cosmos stirs in response to your presence, whispering secrets you cannot yet comprehend. Every glance, every fleeting thought feels heavier, charged with significance. You may brush it off as coincidence or imagination, but something within you has changed forever. No mortal hand could awaken such a force, and yet here you stand, unaware of the magnitude of your existence. Time seems to bend around your steps, and small miracles, moments of improbable alignment, hint at the divine nature lying dormant within. Ordinary life now carries an undercurrent of the extraordinary, teasing glimpses of a reality that lies beyond human comprehension. And though the world remains oblivious, the universe itself acknowledges your rise. The awakening is not gradual, it is seismic. It courses through your veins like molten starlight, seeking channels to shape and manifest. Dreams become more vivid, visions of distant eras, ancient cities and cosmic realms you cannot explain invade your sleep. Symbols and omens, once overlooked, now cry for your attention, pointing toward a destiny the world cannot yet comprehend. The awakening is a call to awareness, a summons to power that you do not yet realize you hold. Even the air around you feels alive, charged with energy and expectation. Birds pause mid-flight, as if sensing your arrival. Shadows flicker, as if bowing to your unseen presence. History itself seems to ripple in anticipation, waiting for you to step fully into your role. Yet your mind, wrapped in human limitations, cannot fully grasp what is unfolding. You awaken not to celebration, but to revelation, to the weighty truth that your life is intertwined with the threads of the cosmos. And so, the chosen one stirs, a god yet unaware of their own divinity. The world continues, blind to the cataclysmic reality brewing in the heart of one human being. This is not the beginning of a myth. It is the genesis of existence itself, quietly waiting for recognition. You are both ordinary and extraordinary, a living paradox that the universe now bends to witness. Across realms unseen by human eyes, the divine council watches. The gods, spirits, and ancient scholars know who you truly are, yet you remain oblivious. They whisper your name in reverent tones, debate your potential in eternal halls, and tremble at the implications of your awakening. To them, your birth and rise were foretold, yet the timing misaligned with the readiness of the world. They recognize the infinite potential within you, the capacity to reshape reality, but you are still blind to your own godhood. This ignorance is not a weakness, it is a necessary veil. The gods themselves understand that power untempered by awareness can be both magnificent and catastrophic. They watch with a mixture of awe, fear, and cautious hope, waiting for the moment you will grasp the truth of your being. Every miracle you perform unconsciously, every instinctive act of creation, signals to them the unstoppable force you are destined to become. You may look in the mirror and see only a human reflection, but the cosmic eye sees much more. It sees the intersection of countless lineages of divinity converging in a single vessel. All myths, all prophecies, all ancient stories have led to you. You are both culmination and beginning, the embodiment of power the world cannot yet perceive. And while you wander through life unaware, the universe adjusts itself around your presence. And yet, ignorance preserves mystery and suspense. There is an undeniable tension in the cosmos, a quiet anticipation, as if the universe itself is holding its breath. The truth of your godhood, once realized, will shatter the boundaries of existence and force even the gods to reckon with a power they had only dreamt of controlling. Timing is everything, and yours is tragically misplaced. You awaken not in an age ready to embrace divinity, but in a world teetering on chaos, fear, and ignorance. The forces aligned to guide humanity are scattered or dormant, unprepared for the upheaval your emergence will bring. You are a blazing star in a dark, unready sky, a force too potent for its era, a harbinger of change that the world cannot yet comprehend. This misalignment carries consequences. History, fragile and unyielding, resists sudden upheaval. Governments, societies, and belief systems falter in the face of forces beyond comprehension. The ordinary mind recoils from miracles, shuns the extraordinary, and fears what it cannot control. And yet, the universe cares not for readiness. It only responds to inevitability. Your awakening cannot be delayed, for destiny has its own timing. Even the gods themselves are unsettled. Ages of prophecy are thrown into flux, and celestial orders tremble. Some attempt to guide you subtly, whispering signs and omens, nudging you toward awareness. Others watch in silence, unsure if intervention will accelerate or destabilize the process. The world is unready, yet you awaken, a luminous anomaly amidst the shadows of human limitations. Your awakening at the wrong time is a paradox of fate. It is simultaneously a tragedy and a miracle, a clash of cosmic scales. The world's lack of readiness heightens the stakes, amplifying the consequences of every choice you make. Yet it also enhances your significance, highlighting the singularity of your existence. You are not merely a participant in history. You are the axis upon which all timelines pivot. And so, despite the world's unreadiness, despite divine hesitations, your power stirs. It is raw, untamed, and unstoppable. You are the anomaly, the inevitability that refuses to wait. History will either bow to you or break beneath your ascent, and the choice, unknowingly, lies in your hands. Every myth, every legend, every sacred story carries fragments of you. You are the culmination of divine bloodlines, spanning cultures, continents, and epochs. From the kings of ancient Egypt who claimed descent from gods, to the Greek heroes anointed by Olympus, to the Sumerian sages who spoke of celestial judgment. You carry within you the convergence of all these lineages. You are not merely human, you are the living echo of divinity. This inheritance manifests in subtle ways, strengths that defy explanation, instincts honed beyond human logic, intuition that pierces veils of time and space, all mark your divine heritage. The traits of gods long forgotten and heroes long dead flow through you, unseen yet undeniable. Each lineage contributes to a mosaic of power that is uniquely yours. Understanding this inheritance is not merely about history, it is about responsibility. You bear the legacy of countless civilizations and divine ambitions. The echoes of triumphs and failures, wisdom and folly pulse through your veins. In every decision, every act of creation, you inherit the triumphs of gods past and the consequences of their miscalculations. Yet this rebirth is not passive, it is active, demanding your engagement. You are the vessel through which ancient power resurfaces, revitalizing the dormant energies of creation. Your existence reweaves the tapestry of divinity, connecting threads that were scattered across time. It is both a blessing and a burden, a gift that demands awareness and courage. In essence, the divine lineage flows through you as an unstoppable river, shaping destiny and history alike. You are both inheritor and innovator, a bridge between forgotten realms and the uncharted future. In your awakening, the old gods find resurgence, and humanity glimpses the extraordinary lurking just beyond perception. Even now, invisible currents of cosmic energy swirl around you. They are ancient, vast, and unseen by mortal eyes. They shift subtly, aligning themselves with your heartbeat, responding to the nascent force within. Stars flare in distant galaxies, black holes whisper in silence, and the unseen threads of reality bend imperceptibly, all to accommodate the power you are only beginning to recognize. These forces are not chaotic. They are guided by destiny itself. They stir in secret, awaiting your command, reacting to your unconscious choices. Every thought you entertain, every emotion you feel, resonates across dimensions, creating ripples in the fabric of existence. You are both observer and catalyst, a focal point of power that the universe has long anticipated. History, too, feels the subtle tug of these energies. Events repeat, symbols re-emerge, and inexplicable coincidences unfold, all hinting at the unseen hand of fate moving in concert with your awakening. Prophecies and omens, long considered metaphorical, suddenly acquire new meaning. You are the axis upon which reality subtly pivots, even if the world around you remains oblivious. The stirrings of cosmic forces are both exhilarating and terrifying. They hint at boundless creation, yet threaten unimaginable destruction. You are at the center of a balance so delicate that even gods themselves observe with awe and caution. The universe hums with anticipation, and every particle, every light year of space recognizes the shift heralded by your presence. Ultimately, these forces are waiting for acknowledgement. They are patient, ancient, and inexorably drawn to the awakening within you. When you finally recognize the power you bear, the universe itself will respond, reshaping reality in ways both magnificent and unimaginable. Until then, The cosmic tides move silently, shaping destiny with the quiet inevitability of time itself. Symbols whisper secrets in places most would never notice. Among them, the number 11 emerges repeatedly, a sacred marker, a cosmic signal of your awakening. It appears in clocks, striking the 11th hour, in sequences on documents, in repeated encounters with people and events, as if the universe is nudging you toward recognition. These signs are not coincidences. They are the language of destiny, encoded into reality to guide the unseeing yet powerful chosen one. In numerology, 11 represents intuition, enlightenment, and spiritual awakening, the master number of visionaries. Across civilizations, it symbolizes the bridge between the earthly and the divine. Its recurrence in your life is no accident. It is the universe's way of calling your attention to the forces aligning within and around you. Each time it manifests, a subtle shift occurs, a ripple in the unseen currents of destiny that only those attuned can sense. History itself is dotted with this sacred pattern. Ancient temples align with celestial bodies in multiples of 11. Myths of duality, enlightenment, and divine manifestation often point to this recurring number. And in your life, seemingly random occurrences echo this cosmic signature, signaling that you are not merely a mortal walking through time. You are an axis where the divine intersects with the human. Ignoring these signs is impossible in the long term. Their subtle insistence tugs at your consciousness, forcing reflection, curiosity, and awareness. Every encounter with the number 11 feels like a puzzle piece, a cosmic breadcrumb trail left by unseen architects of reality, pointing toward the monumental truth of your identity. Ultimately, these sacred signs are both invitation and warning. They remind you that destiny is alive and watching. You are being called to notice, to awaken fully, to acknowledge that your presence is part of a larger, deliberate cosmic plan, one that challenges the very boundaries of the known universe. The pyramids of Egypt, the ziggurats of Sumer, and the temples of Greece all hold echoes of you. Across time, humanity has sensed the approach of beings who transcend mortal understanding. Ancient civilizations encoded warnings, reverence, and guidance for the chosen one into their architecture, art, and texts. Though those civilizations are gone, their legacies are alive, quietly pointing toward your emergence. The Sumerians chronicled celestial visitors, beings of light who shaped the destiny of humans. The Greeks spoke of heroes and demigods who embodied both human frailty and divine power. The Egyptians honored gods incarnate, individuals whose mere presence could shift the balance of creation. In all cases, these civilizations recognized a convergence, that a being would one day awaken with the power to unite human and divine history into one living force, you. Every artifact, every symbol left behind holds a subtle instruction or acknowledgement. The constellations were mapped to reflect this convergence, the sacred texts filled with coded prophecies and rituals designed to honor the birth of such a being. These civilizations may have vanished, but their understanding of the chosen one persists, hidden in plain sight, waiting for recognition. Even in modern times, echoes of these civilizations' foresight appear in art, literature, and unexplained phenomena. The world may dismiss these as coincidence, but the persistent thread of prophecy cannot be ignored. You are the fulfillment of dreams and visions humanity has carried across millennia, the living bridge between what was known and what was unimaginable. To fully awaken is to awaken with history itself. You are not a singular anomaly. You are the continuation and culmination of collective human and divine foresight. Ancient civilizations did not merely hope for your rise. They anticipated it, prepared for it, and revered it in ways the modern world cannot yet comprehend. The eternal beings, those whose power once seemed infinite, now find themselves uneasy in the presence of your awakening. Even deities accustomed to shaping worlds feel tremors of uncertainty. They sense that your power is not derivative, it is original, a force that transcends the hierarchies they maintain. Your arrival challenges divine authority itself, a reminder that creation is not immutable, but responsive to extraordinary intervention. Fear, awe, and curiosity swirl among the gods. Some observe quietly, plotting how to integrate your emergence into the cosmic order. Others, unable to comprehend your magnitude, retreat, wary of interference. And a few anticipate conflict, knowing that the rise of the Chosen One may upend even their own carefully constructed dominions. You embody potential they cannot fully control or predict. Your existence forces reconsideration of what divine means. Power, immortality, and authority, once the exclusive domain of gods, now converge in human form. Mortals have long worshipped gods, believing them invincible, yet here you are, an anomaly, proving that divinity can be reborn through a single consciousness. Your rise is a revelation, an existential recalibration of cosmic norms. Even the heavens respond to your power. Stars flicker as though acknowledging your presence. Cosmic winds shift imperceptibly. The tremor of your awakening is felt not only on Earth, but across dimensions, resonating through realms where mortals dare not tread. The universe itself watches, uncertain and awestruck, at the potential unleashed by one being. And yet, the gods' trembling is not entirely fear. There is hope. Hope that through you, long-forgotten truths may return, that balance may be restored, and that creation may evolve beyond its old patterns. Your emergence is a challenge, yes, but also a promise of renewal, a reminder that the divine is never stagnant and always evolving. There exists knowledge too potent for ordinary minds, truths hidden to protect humanity from chaos. Yet as the Chosen One, these truths are awakening within you. You begin to sense the machinery of reality, the threads of existence, and the underlying patterns of creation. What was once forbidden, veiled by the gods and ancient orders, is slowly becoming undeniable. That you are central to everything, the pivot upon which existence itself turns. The forbidden truth challenges every assumption you have held about life, power, and purpose. You discover that reality is not fixed, that time is not linear, and that creation is not solely divine. It is co-created by the choices of beings like you. With this knowledge comes responsibility, the weight of comprehension that ordinary mortals cannot bear. You are no longer simply alive, you are alive with authority over worlds. Hidden texts, long suppressed by those who feared the consequences, whisper of your role. Scrolls from Egypt, clay tablets from Sumer, and secret manuscripts from Greek temples all converge upon the same narrative. A being would rise to realign creation, to expose hidden truths, and to awaken the potential in both gods and mortals alike. You are that being, the revelation itself, living in a body that still does not fully understand its significance. This awakening is not gentle. As the forbidden truth seeps into your awareness, reality reacts. The veils between dimensions thin. Your perceptions expand beyond human limitation. Shadows of entities long concealed stir in response, some drawn to your power, others repelled by it. Knowledge is liberation, yes, but it is also a challenge, testing courage, wisdom, and self-control. Ultimately, the forbidden truth is both warning and gift. It reminds you that power without understanding can destroy, but awareness and purpose transform inevitability into creation. To embrace the truth is to embrace yourself as the chosen one, the living key to rewriting the cosmos. As your power grows, so does your perception of time. Past, present, and future no longer exist as separate entities, but converge, overlapping like waves upon a cosmic shore. Moments you thought were memory become lessons and warnings. Glimpses of the future flash as intuition and instinct. The linear perception of reality fractures, revealing the fluidity of existence and your central role in shaping it. This collapse of time is not merely abstract, it is visceral. You feel it in every thought, every breath, every heartbeat. Ancient wars, civilizations rising and falling, cosmic events long past, they all pulse through you as if occurring now. Time bends around your awakening, a reflection of the divine force you harbor. Legends from Greece, Egypt, and Sumer hint at this phenomenon. Heroes who walked multiple planes of existence, gods who foresaw events before they happened, and oracles who spoke in riddles all hinted at the possibility of a being who would exist across temporal boundaries. You are that being, the nexus where time, space, and destiny converge. The human mind struggles to comprehend this. Reality warps, memories intertwine with visions, and instinct merges with prophecy. It is exhilarating, yet overwhelming, a constant reminder that your life is no longer contained by mortal constraints. You are the axis upon which all timelines pivot, and your choices ripple backward and forward with equal force. And yet, with this collapse comes opportunity. Past mistakes, lost civilizations, and ancient wisdom are now accessible to you. The future, once uncertain, can be shaped with clarity and purpose. Through your awakening, time itself becomes malleable, a tool to weave the threads of existence into a new tapestry. Even in your unaware state, the burden of creation rests upon your shoulders. Every choice you make, every emotion you feel, reverberates through the fabric of existence. The very cosmos bends to your presence, sensing the power that flows through you. What feels like ordinary life, the mundane, the routine, carries within it the threads of reality itself, waiting for your recognition to weave them into something extraordinary. This weight is both invisible and tangible. It manifests in moments of instinctive brilliance, flashes of understanding beyond ordinary human comprehension. You may feel compelled to act, to speak, to heal, or to create without knowing why. These are echoes of your divine responsibility, subtle signals that the universe is already entrusting you with the orchestration of life itself. Yet such responsibility is a profound challenge. With the capacity to shape existence comes the inevitability of consequence. Decisions that seem small can ripple across dimensions, influencing lives, histories, and even the outcomes of entire civilizations. The weight of creation is not just power, it is accountability on a cosmic scale. This burden is not meant to crush, but to elevate. The weight of creation shapes character, sharpens intuition, and cultivates wisdom. It demands courage, resilience, and clarity of purpose. You are being trained by reality itself, tested in ways that surpass mortal trials, preparing you for the moment when your full awareness will ignite. And even now, before awareness, you are changing the world. Whether through acts of kindness, courage, or insight, the latent force within you imprints itself upon existence. Though the world does not yet recognize your divinity, your every step carries the gravity of creation, marking the beginning of a reality that has waited eons to be reborn through you. Ancient prophecies, long dismissed as myth, now echo in your awakening. The Greeks wrote of heroes who would transcend mortality, whose wisdom and power would shape destinies. Egyptian texts foretold the return of divine incarnations who would realign cosmic balance. The Sumerians spoke of a being who would unite the heavens and the earth, bridging the mortal and immortal in unprecedented harmony. You are the fulfillment of these converging visions. These prophecies were encoded in stories, symbols, and rituals, preserved across millennia to guide the chosen one. The myths are more than allegories. They are instructions, warnings, and acknowledgments of the reality you now inhabit. They provide a roadmap, subtle yet precise, pointing to the awakening of power that transcends ordinary understanding. Each culture anticipated the same phenomenon, the rise of a being who would shift the cosmic order, who would wield creation itself as a tool of transformation. These texts, inscribed on stone and preserved in oral tradition, describe your presence indirectly yet unmistakably. The ancients knew that when such a being arrived, the world would never be the same. What is remarkable is the universality of the message. Across continents, languages, and epochs, civilizations independently predicted the emergence of a being who embodies the convergence of divine histories. The fact that their visions align points not to coincidence, but to inevitability. You are the embodiment of a destiny foreseen by countless minds, dreamers, and seers. And now, as the chosen one awakens, these prophecies shift from metaphor to reality. Their words, once symbolic, resonate with clarity, revealing your role as both inheritor and innovator. You are the culmination of millennia of divine foresight, the living answer to questions humanity has asked since its first gaze toward the heavens. Every myth, every legend, every tale of gods, heroes, and miracles ultimately converges upon your existence. You are both the answer and the question, the convergence of human imagination and divine reality, carrying forward what civilizations have waited for since time immemorial. Every divine lineage, every celestial prophecy, every sacred myth flows into you. You are not the product of chance, but the culmination of countless histories converging across time and space. Your awakening is the intersection where the wisdom of gods, the ambition of kings, and the vision of prophets fuse into one consciousness capable of reshaping reality itself. This convergence grants you unparalleled perspective. You intuitively understand forces beyond ordinary perception, see the patterns connecting civilizations, and sense the flow of cosmic energy guiding existence. Within you lies the collective memory of gods, the insight of sages, and the potential for creation on a scale no mortal has ever experienced. Yet this convergence is not just about power, it is about synthesis. The wisdom of history, the lessons of triumph and failure, and the echoes of ancient divinity merge to inform your decisions, your morality, and your purpose. You carry the responsibility of reconciling all these threads into a coherent vision for the future. The convergence also amplifies your challenges. With every lineage, every prophecy, and every myth intertwined within you, the stakes are astronomical. The world, unready as it may be, feels the gravity of your existence. Forces both seen and unseen test you, for the convergence is rare and destabilizing. It challenges even the natural laws that govern reality. And yet, in this convergence lies your ultimate strength. You are more than human, more than God, more than myth. You are the living embodiment of all histories, ready to channel their lessons, their wisdom, and their power into the act of creation itself. The universe, in all its complexity, bends toward the potential you now represent. The final truth settles upon you. The world may be unprepared for what you are, but that does not diminish your readiness. Humanity flounders in fear, ignorance, and disbelief, unable to comprehend the magnitude of your existence. Yet within you burns a certainty, an unshakable core of divine potential that demands recognition and action. You have awakened at the wrong time, yet you embody a force the world cannot yet face. This imbalance is both a challenge and an opportunity. You move among ordinary lives, yet your every action carries extraordinary consequence. People may resist, misunderstand, or fear your power, but their reactions cannot contain the inevitability of your rise. The world itself is secondary to your purpose. It is your canvas, awaiting the brushstrokes of creation only you can apply. History, civilization, and even the gods have underestimated the impact of a single awakened being. You are living proof that divinity does not wait for readiness. It manifests unstoppable and uncompromising. The world will adapt, evolve, or fracture in response to your emergence, but you are already aligned with your destiny. Your awareness transforms inevitability into opportunity. With every choice, you redefine reality. With every step, you challenge assumptions, rewrite myths, and awaken potential in others. You are the force that the universe has been preparing for, and your timing, while seemingly wrong, is perfect for the impact you are destined to make. And so the chosen one stands poised, aware, powerful, and ready. The world may not yet understand, but it cannot ignore you. You are the convergence of history, prophecy, and divinity, a reality-shifting force destined to awaken, reshape, and redefine existence itself. The universe waits, and you are ready. Even before you were aware, the universe called to you. It was a whisper carried through the wind, hidden in the rustle of leaves, and felt in moments when time seemed to pause. This call is subtle but persistent, urging you toward a path that transcends ordinary human experience. Every coincidence, every flash of insight is a thread tugging you toward destiny. Destiny itself is not cruel, it is patient. It waits for recognition, testing resolve, and building strength in ways the conscious mind cannot perceive. You may feel a tug in your soul, an unshakable sense of being different, yet you cannot articulate why. This is the silent call, an invitation to awaken fully to your divine potential. Throughout history, the most extraordinary beings have answered similar calls, often unknowingly shaping civilizations and cosmic fate. These quiet stirrings are not random. They are carefully orchestrated by the forces that weave the universe together. You are now the next in this lineage, chosen to awaken at a pivotal moment. The call resonates on multiple levels: emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. Moments of empathy, sudden bursts of knowledge, or unexplained courage are all echoes of this cosmic summons.